Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Robert Reno. I am the developer of the Frankenstein system, the original Frankenstein system, but now also the Son of Frankenstein system. This is a companion system to the original, where it is going to show you two more additional high probability bets. Now, in the original Frankenstein system, you learned a little bit about odds and how they worked in our favor when combining them with other types of bets. And we had two bets in the previous system. Now this one, we're going to be talking about the basics of probability. So not only are we going to combine the 99% odds that you had in the original system, we're going to combine those 99% odds together with 99.99% probability. Now in the previous video we showed you the conservative style, and we ended up making about roughly 7 units for about a half hour's worth of work. So, call it 14 units per hour. And that was for conservative. That's where you were going to basically profit on your first or your second bet. And every bet after that would have basically broke you even for whatever your highest profit was up to that point. This one is going to be a little bit different. We're playing the normal style now. And this one, basically, you are going to be profiting on every single hit, every single win. So it won't matter if it's the first or second or third or fourth or whatever. Okay. Now, once again, as you can see, I've got some stopwatches and other clocks going over here on the right-hand side of the screen, just to let you know that I am not trying to pull anything with you by doing some editing or anything else. And as usual, we are already set up here with our live dealer online casino, who is in the middle of a shuffle right now. As you can see, we still have the same total that we left off with before. Okay. So once the dealer gets done with his shuffle, because this is going to be a full shoe once again that I'm going to be showing you here. Every demo that I'm going to be doing from here forward, just like the last video, is going to be of a full shoe. Okay, so if there are any doubters out there who say, well, anyone can win in 15 minutes, but they can't win in a whole shoe, should have another thing coming once they see these particular videos. So, as far as playing with the original system versus this system, you're not going to notice a whole lot of difference from your point of view watching these videos. We'll be playing almost exactly the same. Biggest difference now is we're going to be playing with 4 bet selections now instead of 2. Now 3 of those 4 bet selections are either going to be high odds or high probability. Okay? I'm still using a cheat card here. And as soon as he's done with a shuffle, we're going to wait out probably about the first, call it 5 hands, before we begin our next bet, or first bet rather. And that's the only time that you will actually be waiting to place a bet. And possibly at the end of the shoe, because we want to end on a win. We don't want to end in the middle of a betting progression, because that would be bad to start the next shoe in the middle of a progression. You could possibly lose. Now, what's nice about this particular game here that we're playing, the normal style that is, for the Son of Frankenstein system, is if I get really unlucky and I happen to lose, say 5 in a row, I can simply ignore it, continue playing, and make it all back up again in the same shoe. No other system out there will allow you to do that. This one does. And in many cases, you may actually end up still profiting. That happens to me quite often playing this. This is why this particular style is my favorite. Okay, there's our second result. I'm almost hoping for a loss so I can show you that. But if it doesn't happen, then it doesn't happen. We will have won the shoot, you know. Darn our luck. Okay, there's decision number 3. We got a bit of a delay with the video once again. The usual dangers of playing online. Internet goes down, you're in the middle of a bet. You'll end up losing money, right? Okay. One more and we'll go ahead and begin. As before, this system still takes advantage of most of the streaks and chops. Okay. We'll go ahead and place our first bet now. Playing with the $5 units here. Okay. YouTube before, we were limited to 15-minute videos, but as I said in the previous video, I can go ahead now and show much longer videos. And we're going to take full advantage of that, play out some full shoots for you guys, just so you can see exactly how powerful this system is. Yeah, it looks like we got a win right off the bat. Go ahead and place our next bet. Okay. Looks like as usual we got a full house going again here. Okay. And as usual we ignore the ties. Let's read that. Same decision as before. Should say our same prediction as before. So that's all Baccarat really is doing. You're trying to predict who's going to be closest to 9. That time it was the banker. Normally you're going to get our wins just as before, usually before step 5 of our betting progression. It's going to be step 4 for us now. and we get our win. No stress at all. Again, because our odds and probability are so far into our favor, there's just no stress playing this game at all. Not because it's playing fun money or whatever. Whenever I play these games, I used to stress anyway, even on fun money. But now I play way differently. There's our win. Guys, let's play some cards here. Alright. Okay. Everybody's got their coats on. Must be pretty cold there, Ireland. And there's our win. Okay. So far I'm showing we have exactly 4 wins and 4 losses. Gets that one. I know there's been some people who tried to guess what it was that I was doing from maybe one particular high probability bet selection, but they're not even close because I'm working with 4 here, 4 bets. By the time we get to the next system, the Bride of Frankenstein, I'm going to be working with 6, maybe even as much as 8 different bet selections, all of which are high probability or high odds. There's our win. So all I can tell those people is just keep guessing. And it'd be best to stop guessing, and if you really are curious about the system, buy it. It's very inexpensive. The Son of Frankenstein system. The early bird special is going to run $299. It's going to run from May 1st to May 31st, and after that, price goes up to $349. Was originally going to ask $1,000 for each piece of this puzzle. Call it puzzle. but was talked into lowering the prices quite a bit. So make it a little bit more affordable for folks. Here's our next one. This was, once again, the exact system, the exact style that we're playing right now, that I was playing at the time that I was banned. And it might sound like a brag to get banned from a casino, folks, but I can assure you it is not. Reason mainly being is because you're losing part of your easy income. Alright, player finally got us. If you think you can't get booted out of a casino for consistent winning, think again. I know lots of people who have, including myself now. My banning didn't happen until just a few months ago. Okay. Key to winning this, folks, I'm just going to let out a little secret right now, is to play with as many of these little simple systems as possible for the least amount of time as possible in the shoe. It's when you play a single systems that you fall prey to its mathematics. Those mathematics are stretched out a lot when you add in other systems. Because now you're not playing that single system near as often anymore, are you? So this is what's allowing us to win. The fact that I am also using high probability and high odds bets at the same time helps us out as well. Hit and run will also stretch out your odds tremendously. 2 in a row. Those ties. Thought we were going to lose that one for a second. Alright. Go on, banker. I'll be darned, look at that. 3 in a row. Incredible. Alright, here we go. There's our win. can see over here, we're well past the 15-minute mark that we would have been under the constraints of for YouTube. These shoes generally go about, with this particular website, about a half an hour, roughly. But with all the people at the table, probably going to see a bit of a delay, slowing the game down a bit. Because I don't think we're going to be able to get through the rest of the shoot here within the next 10 minutes. Alright, player gets that. Okay. Good start for us. Monkey. And another tie. Wow. Thought we had him for a minute. Okay, player gets that. And there's our win. Ooh, wow, okay. Come on, guys, push your butts here. Let's move this game forward. There's money to be made. I'll stack this system up against any so-called Baccarat master out there. This system will kill him. Good start for us. Come on. Nope, Maker's gonna get it. As you can see, it just doesn't matter what kind of patterns are coming out of the shoe, we're still winning anyway. So this system will defeat the terrible twos, it'll defeat a 3-1, a 2-1, it just, 1-2, it just really doesn't matter. We've only come across very few chops and streaks that we took advantage of. That's not how we win. Okay, finger. Alright, step number 4 of the progression. And we get our win. See? No stress. That's only the second time I think of this entire shoe that we actually even hit step 4. And our next win. We are starting to take advantage of this streak here now. We have won the last 2 of these. See if it'll continue. These guys just keep dipping into their pockets, don't they? It's kind of funny to watch. But when you're at the tables, you're nice. You don't say anything. You know you have the edge. You know you have the advantage over these guys, but don't make fun of them. But especially when you're winning, folks, do not let them copy you. Because as soon as you get the table winning, pit bosses and other casino personnel probably not going to like you too much. Because now everybody's winning. As soon as that happens, get up and leave. Change tables. If you change tables and these guys follow you, yeah, you gotta change casinos at that point. Do not destroy your chances of being able to make money from that casino in the future. Do whatever you need to do to stay anonymous. Next win. At this rate, this shoe may end up taking an hour. These guys are just so slow. Technically speaking, though, in a live dealer casino, you probably will see a shoe about every hour. So next win. It's just that the online casinos here, when there's no people around, they're on a clock, and they'll go way fast. You'll be able to increase your profit, twice as fast because they're dealing twice as fast. Riding the streak is nice, but I'm having to pay out a commission every single time it wins. I'd rather ride the streaks or chops on the player's side. Yep. Okay. Because I lost player keyouts. It's funny, it looks like the whole table's deciding to go for banker. And we are too. Oh, yep, 7. Nope. We all lost. And we get our win. Don't ask me how, I thought we lost that one. Good start for us. Monkey. There it is. And the win. If you've stuck around with me for this long, the first 35 minutes, I appreciate it. It's kind of a little bit boring sometimes, but as I always tell my students, you know, how can this possibly be boring when you're winning money? You know, I know there are gamblers out there who really gamble for the action, but, and they can, they're welcome to that. Here's our next one. But me, I'm in it for the money. People often ask me why I'm willing to sell this system, and it's just that mainly because I'm really tired of seeing the casinos cheat the customers in many, many ways. So next win. This particular game, you have a less likely chance of being cheated. It also has one of the smallest house edges too. So by releasing this system, I feel that I am more or less trying to level the playing field, so to speak. Casinos have a large enough house edge without having to cheat their customers as well. But people say, hey, how can they cheat? You know, the gaming commission will be all over them, blah, blah, blah. And there's a lot of different ways they can cheat you, which I will not get into on this. But I am speaking from experience, let's just put it that way. I have a lot of people that I know in the industry tell me. Alright, player finally won. Okay. And also, I thought because of my banning, I was going to need some extra income. So I just thought I'd go ahead and sell my system. I guess I panicked because it hasn't affected me as much as I thought it was going to. But, you know, now that the cat's out of the bag as far as my system goes, I can't just stop. My customers would not appreciate that. Leave them high and dry after making big promises. So I will remain in the game, so to speak, to sell the second part of the total strategy, and then finally Bride of Frankenstein, the last and final part to the total strategy in August. That final strategy will allow you to play with 2.1 million probability to 1, 2.1 to 1 probability in your favor. People don't believe that that's possible, but if you've been a fan of my systems in the past year, this one and the previous one, you'll know that my mathematics are true. no scammer. Alright, come on, maker. Step number 4 once again. Okay. On the player. This is step number 5. If this step does not, if this bet does not make it, then we will start all over again, and I'll be able to show you how we can make up the loss and still profit. And it wins. In a way, I gotta be honest with you guys, in a way I was hoping it was going to lose so I can show you, but our high odds, high probability once again prevailed. I am, admittedly, a little bit disappointed, believe it or not. I was like, hey, alright. Now I can show them how it's going to be able to make all that loss back up again. It'll freak people out. I didn't get that unlucky, I guess. We got stuck winning. Okay, loss. And our next win. You know, it's kind of funny when you're on YouTube and you're watching all these other videos of other system developers. They put everything into fast forward because they are, under their time constraints. But, it's going by so fast you really can't see what's going on. And sometimes all that is blurred out too, so you really can't see what's going on. But with me, I have nothing blurred, nothing to hide. I'm going to show this to you and talk to you all along the way in real time. Again, one of the few system developers out there that will actually do that. But even, as usual, if this video or any of the other videos on my website don't convince you, contact me and I'll schedule you a live demonstration. We'll do it online. And in many cases, I'll let you call the shots. You can place the bet. And that way you'll know that it really is live and I'm not showing you some, recording. with this casino, you'll notice over here on their new type of score sheet that they have, this fifth column, by the time you get to the end of that, is I believe when they will usually shuffle. But I'm also watching the shoe up here too. Player one, okay. And the reason being is because of that third card rule. These third cards that are here, that just takes away more and more from the total shoe. So you might end up here with maybe call it 60 instead of 65 hands. Or less or more. I mean, it's going to be in that range though, so we'll keep an eye open. Just don't want to be stuck in the middle of a betting progression when the shoe ends. There's our win. Let's see. Well, outside of what's on the table here, you can see we've made about $100 already. With $5 units, that's about 20 wins. We'll count up our wins versus losses here at the end of the shoe. Our next win. I'm just playing with the simple $5 units, folks. Can you imagine if you were playing $10 units, even the 25, or heaven forbid, the $100 units? You guys would be able to make bank big time. I don't usually play this long, though, to be very honest with you, when I play. I'm still doing hit and run. I'm just going to make a few units and get out. Because by this time, if I was sitting at that table right now with all those people, I would have a pretty big stack of chips going. And that's going to raise some attention, unwanted attention. It's always good, though, that when you do play, you are playing with a table full of people. That way, your winnings are going to be overshadowed by their losings. So overall, the casino is still winning themselves, even though you're also winning. Seen one of those in a while. These bets I'm placing, even though I've got a cheat card, I technically don't even need the cheat card, really. They're very, extremely simple to do, all four of the bets. Alright, we got a loss, okay. as I like to say, fresh meat. Come on. There we go. Excellent start for us. Need that monkey. Ooh. A tie. North. Now we're getting down to the nitty gritty here. And in here too, I can't even see any white anymore up there, so I might take one more win. Maybe two tops. But I'm really at this point thinking it's just going to be one win, since I don't know what's left in the shoe. And there's quite a few ties in here. I think we're nearing the end of the shoe now. There's our win. Yeah, better safe than sorry. Let's just go ahead and stop it there. Alright, as you can see, our final balance is, we could probably safely call it 1183, right? So, we take the 1183 and minus out our beginning balance of 1069. That leaves us $114 in profit. We'll just round it up and call it $115, right? If we divide that by our units that we're using, which is $5, 23 units is what we should have won for that. I doubt we'd won 23 units because of the banker commission. But let's see how many playable hands we had here first of all. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43 hands. Okay. Now, out of the 43 hands, how many were wins? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 22 wins. Okay? That means 21 losses. So, once again, as you I know have probably noticed from our previous videos, I have almost equal amount of wins to losses. That does happen pretty often. You don't actually have to use my particular style of money management. I prefer to, because the other money managements out there require too many wins to make your money. Yeah, and that is just to make a little bit of money. So we should have won, what did I say it was, 25, I think, units, and we actually only won 23, or 22. Let's see, 115 divided by 5 equals 20, okay, so we should have won 23 units, we actually won 22 units. Again, it had to have been because of the banker commission, no big deal. So, 22 wins, wow. So we make that, and it's been just about an hour, hasn't it? So if you multiply that out, times the $10 unit, you just made $220 an hour for playing this. Wow. And if you use the $25 units, you made $550. Okay? So, pretty easy to do. Didn't take any stress. There was a lot of time that was spent because of the other players, you know, trying to make their decisions and all the payouts that was happening and so on and so forth. So, anyway, next week, I'm going to show you the aggressive style. Now that's the one where we're going to be able to make 1 unit per hand. Per hand. Even the losing hands are going to end up making money the way that we're going to be working it. So, very exciting. But thanks for your patience through all of this. And please, if you have any questions at all, please feel free to email me at robertreno1@gmail.com. And you can also check out my website, which has more information and more of these videos. And that's at www.frankensteingamblingsystem.com. So thanks a lot for viewing, and I hope to hear from you folks soon. Take care. Bye-bye.